this?
It's the weekend here at Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Friday, May 13th, 2016. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. 2 weeks out from hitting the stage at the New York Pro for his season debut, John Delarosa certainly seems to be rounding into good form. Late this week, Delarosa released the latest set of progress photos showing shades of that crazy look he brought into last year's Chicago Pro, where he cruised to a dominant win. After deciding to sit out last year's contest, the New York native is right on track to make a triumphant return to the very same stage where his longtime friend and sometime training partner, Juan Morel, will be looking to spoil the party by defending his turf as the reigning champion. And given what we've seen from Morel so far this season, Delarosa better make sure he comes prepared for a good old-fashioned street fight, because something tells me the champ isn't going down without a fight. Right now, we're officially just hours away from kicking off all the action at what promises to be another exciting rendition of the Body Power Pro, and it looks like Ibrahim Fahim is ready to show up and throw down. After doing his best to fly under the radar for most of the offseason, late this week, new photos surfaced from someone in the Fahim camp that shows the former amateur Olympia champ looking as good as we've seen him. We haven't seen Fahim since last year's Toronto Pro, where he brought in his best look ever en route to earning a well-deserved fourth-place finish. With names like Almeida and Delarosa also looking to make their presence felt for the first time this season, Fahim is certainly going to have his hands full this weekend. But if he sticks to his game plan, a top 5 finish is certainly a great possibility. They say that the relentless drive it takes to get to the top is nothing in comparison to what it takes to stay there. And heading into his 5th consecutive year at the top of the 212 division, Flex Lewis certainly seems to be embracing the challenge. The Welsh Dragon is already hard at work, grinding like it's mid-August, as he attempts to do what no man has ever done in the history of the 212 division, by winning an unprecedented 5 straight titles. Right now, Lewis is looking absolutely gigantic, even by his own absurd standards. But fair or unfair, the knock against him during the past 2 title defenses has been that his conditioning seems to have taken a slight dip in favor of size. But champions have a way of using all that fodder to fuel their drive, and it wouldn't surprise me one bit if we end up getting the best Flex Lewis ever as he cruises to Sandow number 5. I'm a firm believer that each and every extraordinary accomplishment is a reflection of a person's ability to put in extraordinary effort when no one's there to watch. And just about 20 weeks out from making his way back to the Olympia stage for the 3rd time in his career, men's physique star Jason Poston is doing everything in his power to pull off something extraordinary. After coming home with a 3rd-place finish at this year's Arnold Classic, Poston is heading into Las Vegas looking to wash that bad taste out of his mouth at the expense of current men's physique Olympia champ Jeremy Buendia. I don't think there's a doubt in anyone's mind that Poston has all the tools to step up to the plate and get the job done. But whether or not he'll rise to the occasion or shrink when the spotlight turns on is still anyone's guess. Jason Poston isn't the only one breaking ground on the early stages of his Olympia prep. This week, Jose Raymond announced that he's also officially begun his long journey back to the Orleans arena. The Boston Mass is entering this year's contest with a bit of a chip on his shoulder after failing to defend his Arnold Classic title, falling to eventual winner Hide Yamagishi. Even at 40-plus years old, Raymond still manages to somehow keep finding ways to push the envelope and make some subtle improvements every time out. But with Flex Lewis in pursuit of history and Hide riding a tsunami wave of momentum, I do think it's fair to pose the question about whether or not Jose can pull off the big win and play the role of spoiler, or if he'll become the first great athlete in the brief history of the 212 division who's never able to bring home the most coveted title of Mr. 212 Olympia. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. Check out ironmaglabs.com today. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Hey guys, it's Stevie B here. If you like what you're seeing, hit the subscribe button below and never miss another RxMuscle show, segment, or update. RxMuscle is #1. Woo!